Warning, this video contains spoilers for Zombies 4. This is my review on Disney Zombies 4, Dawn of the Vampires. The movie starts out with Addison and Zed in Mountain College. They're having kind of a little bit of a tough time in college because it's not like how it was in Seabrook. So, when Zed is driving him, Willa, Eliza, and Addison to their respective camps, his Z-Band goes haywire and they end up crashing. So they split up. Eventually, Zed runs into the Daywalkers. Meanwhile, Addison runs into the vampires. And then they they sing like a whole song about how their place is like the place to be and stuff like that. Like, catchy song, I'll be totally honest. And then we are shown then we see them meeting up, and they obviously like all hate each other. And then they find this like door that's like locked, and they don't really know like how to get it unlocked. They find like keys, and like it's like 3 doors. Like, they had to find keys for each one, so it was kind of like that. So they stay at this camp for a few days, which isn't the best idea considering these species hate each other. But Addison and Zed tried to stop this. So they eventually Victor and Nava go out in the middle of the night and sing a catchy song, and then they realize that they they realize what they have to do to get the key for the second door. So they do that, and Victor has to like kind of move like the moons and stuff like that, and Nava has to put the colors of the rainbow in the correct spot. And then they find the second key, and then about this point, like all like the Daywalkers and the vampires are starting to become friends, but they become enemies again when they realize that they have to move the ball into their respective direction. So they're like fighting over who gets to do it. Addison and Zed again try to stop this, but it doesn't work. And then, so later that night, Zed is like getting weaker and weaker because his Z-Band keeps going haywire. Addison's upset, obviously. So he, Eliza, and Willa go out to this thing underground, and like Zed has to like move it and stuff like that. That fixes his Z-Band. And then the next day, they find the third key because they realize that they have to work together and move the ball to both of them. They're both of their symbols. And then they have to melt down the third key, the stuff on the third key. And then they get in. So, and then they get into the orchard. Then, Nava's dad and, Vic, I don't know who that lady is to Victor, but I'll find out later, comes, and Nava's dad is pissed at Nava for helping out the vampires and burns the entire orchard, which makes the pulse in, Zed, Eliza, and Willa's Z-Band and necklace, like, really bad. So Zed is near zombieing out permanently. He's upset about it. Who wouldn't be? And then, so Victor and Nava realize that they have to get their stones from their respective towns and move them together to fix the orchard. So Zed and Addison and Willa try to move the ladder from the orchard and stuff like that. And then, so Zed finally realizes he takes off his Z-band, zombies out, and moves the ladder away, and then he collapses. Addison is in tears and starts to sing "Someday" to him, which wakes him up, which was a really sweet scene. And then the towns make amends, and they sing at the end of the movie. They sing their really catchy song, and then near the end again, Addison and Zed go out and sing a reprise of "Ain't No Doubt About It" from Zombies 3. And then Eliza and Willa greet them, and they walk away together. So I'm really hoping that's not the last time we see Addison and Zed, because that would be really sad. And then we see Victor and Nava talking, and then Nava runs over to him, which I thought she was going to kiss him, but she doesn't, and she just hugs him. And then they see this giant ocean or water tornado coming towards them, and the movie ends. So here are my thoughts on this movie. It's not the greatest film of the franchise, if I'm going to be totally honest. It's not a bad movie by any means. It's definitely the weakest of the franchise, though. I don't know, I did like Victor, and the songs were pretty good, but I don't know, it's just like, the feel of like not having a lot of the original characters in this one just kind of made it feel a little off to me. Also, it's not in Seabrook, which also feels off. I don't know, these are just my thoughts. I definitely still will watch this movie and accept it as part of the Disney Zombies franchise. But it's not my favorite. It definitely did not top the original Zombies movie. I think the Zombies 1 and 3 are like the best. And this one kind of ties with Zombies 2. It was like kind of eh. But well, it's still an alright movie, and I still liked it in a way. But it's definitely like the worst of the franchise. But yeah, that was my review on Disney Zombies 4. What were your guys' thoughts on the movie? Did you like it? Did you hate it? I want to know what your thoughts on the movie are. That is it for this review. Bye.